Hey guys, Ludwig's Peter, Ludwig's. Hey, we still solstice. Yeah, half a year passed. Fuck my life, Stefan would say. Hey, minimo. Only gets darker from here. Yeah. At least the cold will wait for a month or two. Yeah. Thanks for the sub. 69 months.
69 munt. I guess this is worth sharing Nimlord Christian 7 voor zijn flirt.
Sunny day, it's almost like you should go out. Maybe you should. Yeah, I'm super fucking sleepy. I don't know why I started streaming, to be honest. This day will start sleeping better. How? Why? It means less interference with production of melatonin. Ah, weren't you living in a basement, Ludwig's? In the evening, it's coming in the window. Who's there? What? Stop doing drugs. Minimono. Went invisible. One cat was puking. Installed 5.6 at home. Played a bit more. Like I found an interesting plugin that the dude made. Can't recall which one was it. Not this one. Box. Hate when there's the same name. Like the dude made like different animation overlays and shit. And I wanted to see how this fucking shit was done. No, it's free. It's on GitHub. Let me bring you the link. See where I saved it. Here's the video. The link it's in description. This. It's interesting, but I try to retarget my my rat. It's freezing. I don't know why. I retargeted into MetaHuman, it worked, but fucking rat for some reason just crashes. I think I need to redo the whole retargeting thing from scratch. Because I just added it to my project and just changed the retarget source. Right? Added it to the retargeting thing. I think we're gonna do some clothing and stuff today. We'll do the retarget at this project, should be necessary, but might be easier than fixing. I mean, it's super easy to do the retargeting, right? I think the problem is uh, like the rigs that he has. It's here somewhere. Like because of how he made it, right? Because he introduced like other type of like keys and he introduced sockets for weapons and shit like that. It's not retargeting well with the old one, right? You could watch another retarget, maybe explain it and make a YouTube thing of it or whatnot. I think I'll make like a video. I'll post it on Patreon also with like the full process, right? The dynamic included. Do it from scratch. It's still the base MetaHuman. You're not retargeting MetaHuman. You're retargeting the UAFN. Like the whole motion samples are based on this UAFN thing, right? So all the animations that you do, right? You're doing them from this. So if I go, make this bigger. If I go in here, right? Let's duplicate this. Okay. That. Actually, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to redo this. The body mesh. And so I have this, the rig for my MetaHuman, right? So you're gonna create an IK rig out of it, right? An IK rig that you need to sort it out how it's gonna be here, right? Now there are some changes from 5.4 or 5.5 before, right? Like you cannot set as the I don't know, for some reason you cannot set the pelvis as the root, which is kind of like, yeah, is the UAFN is the Fortnite stuff, and those animations are made for that rig, right? But they also introduced auto create retarget chains, right? And IK. So you can create them both by just clicking. It recognized most of the rigs nowadays, right? So it recognized that it was a MetaHuman rig, right? And instantly made like the full IK and target, right? All right. Once you're done with this, right, with the IK, you need to create an IK retargeter, which will be this, right? And all you have to do here is to change the source, right? And say to be the sandbox. A or UFN, right? The problem with this thing is that it has two different projects. So I need to make sure that is the correct one. I'll put this. Oh my fucking god, I hate the mouse. 0. 45. 100. Something like this, right? So I will, if they're misaligned, which they are, right? You see the hands are misaligned, right? You can hit the auto align. Why the fuck is not working? Oh, it's in running. You need to click here for to go into editing, and you hit auto align, right? And you go back to this. I think the pelvis is fucked or some shit. See how the animation works. Look forward. Yeah, you see something is broken. So it's not retargeting properly. And not sure why. I think I need to manually make like the IK and the retargeting targets. Because this is fucked. Like the IK, it's way too forward. And like it's not aligning. It's almost good. I mean, for sure you can play with this, right? Once you're done and you retargeted this, right? All you have to do is to go to your character. So I can go in here and say sandbox. Which one is the one that I need? I don't know. Let's see, this is the correct one. Yes. And the body the same. Sandbox character. Okay. The cape and whatnot, they have the other thing. Compile. The other thing that you need to do is to tag. So I'll have to tag my body with the name of the retargeter that I did, which is this, right? No, retargeted is this. This I need to add a tag in here. I'll save, and then I'll go back to wherever the fucking that shit was. Let me just go like this. I have retargeter, and I open the retargeter here, and in the retargeter map, you have to add your retargeter. right? Like the tag that you added. So it's gonna be this name, and literally it's gonna be this the IK retargeter file. You compile, you save, and in theory this should work, right? Rat killer 2. Unless my Unreal will crash again. And I think it's crashing because I have uh, two contents and it's conflicting names. Because this one is loaded as a plugin and the other one is loaded as content in game. Yeah, it crashed. It just froze. Two folders with the same. Yeah, because, well, it's not two folders with the same name, but it has the same structure. One it's in plugins in the actual engine, and one it's in the actual content. So it fucks up. But that because I didn't make it from scratch, right? Like I should have made an empty project and just add the plugin, right? Rather than because I didn't know how the plugin will work, right? If it's adding everything or just the extra content that it's needed, right? But apparently it's adding everything, so you need to make like a third person empty project without the sample. Yeah, it crashed. But that's what I've been fighting with. Hey, I don't care that much anyway. Like I was playing with some animation, layering and shit. Worked a little bit on this base mesh yesterday. Now we'll deal with we'll make some clothing and whatnot. We'll actually make some like a full character, and then we'll go back and fight with Unreal and figure out some proper animations. Now I can't decide what should I do. Do we do some marvelous or we do some modeling, some boots or some shoes? Another thing, I would uh probably make like a video with the full process. Tried any Marvel Direct to Unreal? Yeah, but bro, that's so super limited, right? It's only one-sided clothing. It's only for simulation stuff. Like honestly, I would rather make like manually make the meshes and whatnot and optimize them than just exporting from Marvelous. Because you want to modify, you want to sculpt on top, you want to put details, you want to add buckles and shit. And Marvelous doesn't give you that option. Not to mention that uh, it doesn't retain the sewing and stuff, right? So if you have a pocket on top of a mesh, I don't know how you make that to stay there, right? Because when you simulate, it's just gonna fall to the ground. It's a separate pattern. Like the patterns that are sewn work, right? But the patterns that are sewn to internal lines, they don't. And it's like, yeah, no. But that was when I looked at it like a few months ago, right? When they introduced it. I don't know if they added new options, and probably they did, right? 5.6 is out, and I'm sure it has some extra stuff. But that's again, it's for UAF, and it's mostly for people who want to build up on that sandbox that they're making. I mean, what are you trying to do? You wanna do the you wanna make Picard with metahuman? That's what you're trying to make? I think your Skyrim folder needs to go. Buy a new hard, bro. They're not that expensive nowadays, are they? I was asking what character are you doing? You're making Picard with metahuman? Because you seem very interested in this, and I understand what it's for, or you're trying to do this for work. Okay, got it. There are quite a few tutorials for this. If you need help, let me know if you don't understand something. It seems very convoluted when you first do it. It's like when you go through the stuff, it seems like a fucking pain in the ass. But it's not that difficult as it seems. The Earth. I mean, it's easy to fuck it up, Ludwig. But once you do the process once or twice, you have no stress about making it. What I think I should do, honestly, is to install something like Perforce, right? Like to be able to go back if I fuck it up. Because man, like you need to save everything in Unreal. You compile it, save it, compile it, save it, compile it, save it. And if you don't have source control, if you switch something and you fucked it up, it's and you have to search for like 3 hours what you did wrong. I understand that Git it's free and it's actually doing a good job. It's very well integrated with Unreal. How viable the UEFI in retargeting if the character has lots of rigged parts like shoulder armor, etc. that not bend? Has nothing to do with that. Like the parts that do not bend and whatnot, they are rigged with extra bones, right? The retargeter is for the eye case and for the overall position of pelvis and character in the world. They don't care. Git is a pain in the ass. Hey Stefan, talking about the fucking French. But then again, I'll probably have to install some source control once I start doing some actual shit and not just fucking around, right? Just use Git. There you go. But the problem with Git is that you do not have storage, right? For storage, you need Git LFS, and you always break it. Yeah, also. Well, again, this is something that we'll look into when I'll actually start making something. If I'll start making something. Plastic is not better. I mean, in the end, you know how it is, right? Like if you need proper source control, you'll have to pay for it. I had a volunteer to help him set it up. I mean, that's why I'm paying him. You know what I mean? Of course, that's what I'm doing. I'm Stefan has started doing research about how to, put together the whole porn game. Right, Stefan? There you go. C++ jiggle physics. I don't think you need C++ for some jiggling. It's optimized for VR, that's where the money is. Clear up score is 90% blueprints. I think they improved a lot the blueprinting in Unreal. Like they really want to get rid of the whole fucking C++ low level programming. But Claire is not multiplayer. Who said that my porn game will be multiplayer? Want a one king group? There is that Unreal project that is the multiplayer Lyra or whatever the name was. Yeah, but you know that you cannot open that in any version older than 5.1 or something. Like even from 5.5 to 5.6 they changed stuff that I don't understand why. Like sometimes like they do changes that core changes that make no sense. Like changing everything, bro. Like I was showing earlier in Unreal, right? Like when you are doing an IK retargeter, you take the pelvis, right, and say that's the root, right? That's the bone that controls the orientation and the movement of the character, right? To compare it with another rig, now it's not giving a fuck about that. You cannot set up that as the item to follow, right? And I was like, so how the fuck now do I do the whole retargeting? I cannot say which, you know, bone should be like the core for a movement. No, like when you are doing the eye care retargeting, you would select the pelvis and set it as I can't recall exactly the name. I think it was like uh, movement root or something like that, right? And it was the bone that it was comparing with the other rig when you are doing the retargeting to figure out, how it moves into the space, how it rotates and whatnot. Now you can't. That option disappeared. Like you right click and it's not there anymore. And I don't like. I'm like, why? You know, why would you remove that? Like uh, an essential feature. But then again, it looks like it's still retargeting somehow. It's like taking into consideration everything. I don't know how it calculates now the retargeting because they rewrote the retargeter. They made it better. But that's kind of like what I hate about Unreal. That every version comes with like major changes, makes a lot of stuff obsolete, functions and whatnot. You go into blueprints and everything is deprecated, deprecated, deprecated. I was looking in the animation blueprint also. There was like a node that I used to have, and now I was not having it at all, right? And I was watching a video for 5.5 where he was doing like the overlapped animation stuff. I was like, bro, that node doesn't exist. How the fuck do I connect this? And how does it work, right? How do I make it work? It's super fucking annoying. That's why I installed this fucking extension to see how it actually done, right? And how the fuck you make it work. Because some nodes just vanished. And some of them are not simplified. Some of them have become a fucking crazy mess. This is the reason why I think if you start a project, bro, you need to kind of like ditch everything that's plugins and like make your core of the game, whatever, functioning with the UEFN mannequin, right? Everything like blocked out boxes and whatnot. And then once you have the functionality and everything works, then you move into adding plugins that, add extra layering of functionality, UI and whatnot. Because if you start with those, everything is gonna go to shit. Is my Twitch misbehaving again? Well, I don't understand what's going on with Twitch. I don't see it buffering though. Oh, I do see it buffering. I think I'm done. Wow, Twitch. I feel like Twitch doesn't like me or something. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. I don't understand why it's doing this shit, honestly. Uh, Give me a second to change some settings in Streamlabs. I'll be back in a minute.